Fakes the quick grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about.
Lots of room to run. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
And the Cougars are marching down the field. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. Ripping through the defense. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out! Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that 1st down and help keep this drive alive.
Oh, they're after him. hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Bulldozes his way through. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback.
He's loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Paul Bunyan's trophy on the line today. Michigan and Michigan State, this historic rivalry. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Williams looking for a man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge...
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Bryant. Makes it past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got it down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. looking deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense lining up for a first down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. A first down for the offense. Here we go. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. Let's talk for a second about Houston. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Gets the back moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams will pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. He's looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Running through contact. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short.